Welcome to my channel MEKK at MEKK Bandy. Please watch complete video and give your valuable feedback in the comments. Encourage me with thumbs up, share to your friends and subscribe for more videos. Hello viewers, in next 30 minutes we will have brief idea about our solar system. Watch complete video to know planets, moons and scientific missions of our solar system. The Milky Way is our home galaxy, a vast collection of stars, gas, dust and planets held together by gravity. It's a barred spiral galaxy type, meaning it has a central bar-shaped structure and spiral arms extending outwards. It's a vast collection of stars, gas, and dust, spanning about 100,000 light-years in diameter. It contains an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars, including our Sun. Our solar system is located in one of the spiral arms, about 26,000 light-years or two-thirds of the way out from the center. At the center of the Milky Way lies a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius. On a clear, dark night, you can see the Milky Way as a hazy band of light stretching across the sky. This is because we are looking at the disk of our galaxy from within it. In a previous video we have seen what is Milky Way. Let's continue our journey of knowing our solar system. Our solar system is located in the Milky Way galaxy, about two-thirds of the way out from the center. It takes about 230 million years for our solar system to complete one orbit around the Milky Way.
Scientists believe that our solar system formed about 4.6 billion years ago from a giant cloud of gas and dust.
The solar system is a fascinating plaque. The Sun stays at the center of our solar system, a star that's the source of light and energy for all the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets.
There are 8 planets in our solar system, each with unique characteristics. Inner, rocky planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Outer, gas giants: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Dwarf planets. In addition to the 8 planets, there are also dwarf planets like Pluto, Ceres, and Eris. These celestial bodies are smaller than planets and have different orbital characteristics.
Moons. Many planets in our solar system have moons, which are natural satellites that orbit them. Earth has 1 moon, while Jupiter has over 70.
Asteroids, comets, and meteoroids. Our solar system is also home to a vast number of smaller objects.
Asteroids. Rocky bodies that orbit the Sun, mostly found in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter.
Comets. Icy bodies that release gas and dust as they approach the Sun, creating a beautiful tail.
Meteoroids. Small pieces of rock or metal that can enter Earth's atmosphere and burn up, creating a shooting star.
In the previous video we have seen Milky Way galaxy and solar system. Let's continue our journey to know our Sun in this video. The Sun is a G-type main sequence star, also known as a yellow dwarf. It's a massive sphere with a diameter of about 865,000 miles, 1.4 million kilometers. That's about 109 times the diameter of Earth. The Sun makes up about 99.86% of the total mass of the entire solar system. It's primarily made of hydrogen, about 71%, and helium, about 27%, with trace amounts of other elements. Estimated to be around 4.6 billion years old. The Sun's energy comes from nuclear fusion reactions in its core. Hydrogen atoms are fused together to form helium, releasing enormous amounts of energy in the process. Core, the extremely hot and dense center where nuclear fusion occurs. Radiative zone, energy from the core travels outward in the form of photons. Convective zone, energy is transported by the movement of hot plasma. Photosphere, the visible surface of the Sun. This is what we see when we look at the Sun, never directly. Chromosphere, a thin layer above the photosphere. Corona, the outermost layer of the Sun's atmosphere, extending far into space. It's incredibly hot, but very tenuous. Sunspots, cooler, darker areas on the photosphere caused by magnetic activity. Solar flares, powerful bursts of energy and radiation released from the Sun. Solar prominences, large structures of plasma held in place by magnetic fields. Coronal mass ejections, CMEs, huge eruptions of plasma and magnetic field from the corona. The Sun is the primary source of light and heat for Earth, making life as we know it possible. Sun's gravity holds the entire solar system together. Solar activity, flares, CMEs, can affect Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere, causing phenomena like auroras and potentially disrupting communication systems. In this video, let's know about smallest planet of our solar system, the Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system, only slightly larger than Earth's moon. It's the closest planet to the Sun, zipping around it in just 88 Earth days. Mercury is named after the Roman god of commerce and communication, known for his speed. Mercury is a terrestrial planet, meaning it has a solid, rocky surface heavily scarred by impact craters. Due to its proximity to the Sun and lack of a significant atmosphere, Mercury experiences extreme temperature swings. Daytime temperatures can reach a scorching 800 degrees Fahrenheit 430 degrees Celsius, while nighttime temperatures plummet to minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit minus 180 degrees Celsius. Mercury has a very thin atmosphere called an exosphere, which offers little protection from solar radiation and meteoroids. Mercury has a disproportionately large metallic core, making up about 85% of its radius. This core is thought to be mostly iron and may even be partially molten. Mercury has the fastest orbital speed of any planet, traveling at about 107,000 miles per hour, 172,000 kilometers per hour. Despite its fast orbit, Mercury rotates very slowly. One solar day on Mercury, the time it takes for the Sun to appear in the same position in the sky, is equivalent to about 59 Earth days. Due to its slow rotation and fast orbit, a day on Mercury is longer than its year. One of the most prominent features on Mercury is the Uranus Basin, a large impact crater with a diameter of about 960 miles, 1,550 kilometers. Mercury's surface is covered in craters of various sizes, as well as smooth plains likely formed by ancient volcanic activity. Mercury has long, cliff-like features called scarps, which are thought to have formed as the planet's core cooled and contracted. The first spacecraft to visit Mercury was Mariner 10 in the 1970s, which mapped about 45% of the planet's surface. The Messenger spacecraft, which orbited Mercury from 2011 to 2015, provided a much more detailed view of the planet and its surface. The Bepi-Colombo mission, a joint effort between the European Space Agency and the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, is currently en route to Mercury and is expected to arrive in 2025. Mercury does not have any moons. Mercury does not have any rings. Mercury has a weak magnetic field, about 1% as strong as Earth's. In this video we are going to know about our neighborhood planet Venus. Venus is a fascinating and extreme world, often called Earth's sister planet, due to its similar size and rocky composition. However, beneath that resemblance lies a world vastly different from our own. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It's Earth's closest planetary neighbor. Its size is very close to Earth's. It's a terrestrial planet, meaning it has a solid, rocky surface. It has an iron core, a mantle, and a crust. Venus has an extremely dense atmosphere, primarily composed of carbon dioxide, CO2. This thick atmosphere creates a powerful greenhouse effect, trapping heat. It also has clouds of sulfuric acid. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system, with surface temperatures hot enough to melt lead, around 867 degrees Fahrenheit or 464 degrees Celsius. Venus rotates very slowly and in a retrograde direction, opposite to most other planets. Venus orbits the Sun counterclockwise, but rotates clockwise on its axis. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus because Venus rotates more slowly than it orbits the Sun. A day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days, which is longer than the 225 Earth days it takes to orbit the Sun. The surface features volcanoes, mountains, and vast plains. The intense atmospheric pressure and temperature create a harsh environment. Venus does not have any natural satellites, moons. Venus is the brightest natural object in the night sky after the Moon. The Venera program was a series of space probes developed by the Soviet Union between 1961 and 1984 to gather information about the planet Venus. The Pioneer Venus orbiter was the first of a two-spacecraft orbiter-probe combination designed to conduct a comprehensive investigation of the atmosphere of Venus. The Magellan spacecraft was a 1,035-kilogram robotic space probe launched by NASA on May 4, 1989. Its mission objectives were to map the surface of Venus by using synthetic aperture radar and to measure the planetary gravitational field. Venus Express (VEX) was the first Venus exploration mission of the European Space Agency (ESA). Launched in November 2005, it arrived at Venus in April 2006 and began continuously sending back science data from its polar orbit around Venus. Veritas is an upcoming mission from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory (JPL) to map the surface of the planet Venus in high resolution. Da Vinci Plus, Deep Atmosphere Venus Investigation of Noble Gases, Chemistry and Imaging Plus is a NASA mission to study Venus's atmosphere. Envision ESA. This orbiter will provide a comprehensive view of Venus, studying its atmosphere and surface to understand its geological activity. The Venus Orbiter Mission, unofficially known as Chakrayan, is a planned Indian Space Research Organization mission to study the surface and atmosphere of Venus. Venus Life Finder is a planned Venus space probe designed to detect signs of life in the Venusian atmosphere. Slated to be the first private mission to another planet, the spacecraft is being developed by Rocket Lab in collaboration with a team from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. These missions aim to answer fundamental questions about Venus and its evolution, providing valuable insights into the formation and evolution of terrestrial planets. This video is an introduction to planet Earth. Earth, our home planet, is a truly unique place in the vast expanse of the universe. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. Earth located within the Sun's habitable zone, the region where temperatures allow for liquid water to exist on a planet's surface. Earth is a terrestrial planet, meaning it has a solid, rocky surface. Earth consists of a crust, mantle, a liquid outer core, a solid inner core. Earth's atmosphere is primarily composed of nitrogen, about 78%, oxygen, about 21%, trace amounts of other gases, including carbon dioxide. This atmosphere protects us from harmful solar radiation and regulates Earth's temperature. Earth is often called the blue planet because about 71% of its surface is covered by water. This liquid water is essential for all known forms of life. Earth rotates on its axis, completing one rotation in approximately 24 hours, which defines a day. It orbits the Sun, completing one orbit in approximately 365.25 days, which defines a year. The tilt of Earth's axis causes the seasons. Earth has one natural satellite, the Moon, which plays a significant role in stabilizing Earth's axis and influencing tides. Earth is the only known planet to harbor life. The biosphere encompasses all living organisms and their interactions with the environment. Earth's crust is divided into tectonic plates that move and interact, causing earthquakes, volcanic activity, and mountain formation. Earth's climate is a complex system influenced by various factors, including solar radiation, atmospheric composition, and ocean currents. Why Earth is special: the presence of liquid water, a stable atmosphere with the right composition for life, a magnetic field that protects us from harmful solar radiation, a dynamic geological system that recycles nutrients and shapes the planet. This video is just small introduction for planet Earth. In coming days we will try to know more about each aspect about planet Earth. In this video we will know about the red planet Mars. Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, is a fascinating celestial body that has captivated human imagination for centuries. Its reddish appearance is due to the abundance of iron oxide, rust, in its surface materials, hence it is also called the red planet. Mars was named by the ancient Romans for their god of war because its reddish color was reminiscent of blood. Mars is a rocky planet with a relatively thin atmosphere. The Martian atmosphere is primarily composed of carbon dioxide. It's very thin, resulting in a cold and harsh environment. Mars boasts remarkable geological features. Olympus Mons is a large shield volcano on Mars over 21.9 kilometers, 72,000 feet, high as measured by the Mars Orbiter Laser Altimeter, MOLA, about 2.5 times the elevation of Mount Everest above sea level. It is Mars's tallest volcano, its tallest planetary mountain. It last erupted 25 million years ago. Valles Marineris, Grand Canyon of Mars, is a vast canyon system located on Mars, considered the largest canyon in the entire solar system, 4,000 kilometers long, 200 kilometers wide and 10 kilometers deep. The planet Mars has two permanent polar ice caps of water ice and some dry ice, frozen carbon dioxide, CO2, above kilometer-thick layers of water ice. The total number of craters on Mars greater than 1 kilometer in diameter is approximately 385,000, with 21% of those, 85,000, being over 3 kilometers in diameter. The number of craters on Mars over 25 meters in diameter is suggested to be approximately 90 million. Mars has two small, irregularly shaped moons. Phobos and Deimos are named after the Greek god of war as sons, personifying fear and terror respectively. Both moons have an irregular, potato-like shape due to their small mass. Scientists believe they are likely captured asteroids. Scientific evidence suggests that Mars may have had a warmer, wetter climate in its past, with the potential for liquid water on its surface. This has fueled ongoing research into the possibility of past or present microbial life. Numerous robotic missions, including rovers and orbiters, are actively exploring Mars, gathering data to understand its geology, climate, and potential for habitability. The exploration of Mars has been a progressive endeavor, with each mission building upon the knowledge gained from its predecessors. Here's a look at some of the major scientific missions that have significantly contributed to our understanding of the Red Planet. Mariner 4, NASA, 1964. This mission provided the first close-up images of Mars, revealing a cratered surface and dispelling earlier notions of a Earth-like planet. Viking 1 and 2, NASA, 1975. These missions included both orbiters and landers, providing detailed images and conducting experiments to search for signs of life. While the results were inconclusive, they significantly enhanced our understanding of Mars's surface and atmosphere. Mars Pathfinder and Sojourner, NASA, 1997. This mission demonstrated the feasibility of roving exploration on Mars, with the small Sojourner rover providing valuable data on Martian rocks and soil. Mars Global Surveyor, NASA, 1996. This orbiter provided high-resolution images of the Martian surface, revealing evidence of past water activity. Mars Exploration Rovers, Spirit and Opportunity, NASA, 2003. These rovers provided extensive evidence of past liquid water on Mars, significantly advancing our understanding of the planet's habitability. Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO, NASA, 2005. MRO has provided incredibly detailed images of the Martian surface and has contributed to our understanding of the planet's climate and geology. Mars Science Laboratory, Curiosity, NASA, 2011. Curiosity has provided evidence of ancient habitable environments on Mars and continues to analyze the planet's geology and chemistry. MAVEN, NASA, 2013. This mission is studying the Martian upper atmosphere and how the solar wind has stripped away much of it. The Mars Orbiter Mission, MOM, ISRO 2013-2022, also known as Mangalyaan, India's first interplanetary mission, launched by the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO. It involved sending a spacecraft to orbit Mars, studying its surface, atmosphere, and mineral composition. Perseverance, NASA, 2020. Perseverance is collecting rock and soil samples for future return to Earth, and also carrying the Ingenuity helicopter, which has proven that powered flight is possible on Mars. Why Mars is important? Understanding Mars helps us learn more about the formation and evolution of planetary systems. The search for past or present life on Mars is a key scientific objective. Mars is a potential destination for future human exploration. In this video we will know about the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is a truly fascinating planet.
Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, with a mass more than twice that of all the other planets combined.
Jupiter is a gas giant, meaning it's primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. It lacks a solid surface.
Jupiter is famous for its distinctive bands and the Great Red Spot, giant storm that has been raging for centuries. Great Red Spot is larger than the planet Earth.
The planet Jupiter was named after the god Jupiter. He wanted the planet to be named after him because it was the biggest object in the sky. Jupiter believed the biggest planet was the most powerful, and he believed he was the biggest and most powerful god.
Jupiter's atmosphere is characterized by distinct bands of colorful clouds created by powerful winds and atmospheric circulation.
Jupiter has a large number of moons, including the four largest, known as the Galilean moons, Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto.
Jupiter's Galilean moon Io, known for its volcanic activity.
Jupiter Galilean moons Europa, believed to have a subsurface ocean. Jupiter Galilean moons Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system.
Jupiter Galilean moons Callisto, heavily cratered.
Jupiter also has a faint ring system, though it's much less prominent than Saturn's.
Jupiter has a very rapid rotation, resulting in a day that's only about 10 Earth hours long. But Jupiter takes about 12 Earth years to complete one orbit of the Sun, a Jovian year.
Jupiter is having very powerful magnetic field. NASA's Juno mission is a space probe that studies Jupiter to learn about the planet's formation and evolution. The mission launched in 2011 and arrived at Jupiter in 2016. This NASA spacecraft is currently orbiting Jupiter, providing detailed measurements of its gravity, magnetic field, and atmosphere.
Europa Clipper, this NASA mission, launched in 2024, is set to perform detailed reconnaissance of Jupiter's moon Europa and investigate whether the icy moon could harbor conditions suitable for life.
Ground-based telescopes, powerful telescopes on Earth, such as the Hubble Space Telescope and the Large Binocular Telescope, also contribute to Jupiter studies.
By studying Jupiter, scientists gain valuable insights into the formation and evolution of our solar system and the potential for life beyond Earth.
In this video we will know about the planet Saturn. Saturn is one of the most stunning planets in our solar system, primarily known for its ring system.
It's the sixth planet from the Sun. It's the second largest planet in our solar system, after Jupiter.
Saturn is a gas giant, meaning it's primarily composed of gases rather than a solid surface. Saturn is mainly made up of hydrogen and helium. It's believed to have a dense core of iron, nickel, and rock.
Saturn is named after the Roman god of agriculture and wealth. He was also the father of Jupiter, the king of the Roman gods.
Saturn's rings are its most iconic feature. They are made up of countless particles of ice, rock, and dust, varying in size. While other gas giants have rings, Saturn's are the most prominent and visible.
Saturn has a relatively short day, about 10.7 Earth hours, but a very long year, about 29.5 Earth years.
Saturn has a lower density than water, meaning it would float if you could find a large enough body of water. Saturn has a very interesting hexagonal-shaped jet stream at its north pole.
Saturn has a very large number of moons. As of recent information, Saturn has 146 known moons. Some of its notable moons include Titan, which has a dense atmosphere, and Enceladus, which has icy geysers.
Voyager 1 and 2, these missions provided the first close-up views of Saturn and its rings and moons.
Cassini-Huygens by NASA. The Cassini mission was a landmark achievement in Saturn exploration, providing a wealth of data about the planet, its rings, and its moons.
The Huygens by ESA probe landed on Titan, providing the first in situ measurements of its atmosphere and surface.
Ongoing and future research continues to expand our knowledge of Saturn and its complex system. I hope this information is helpful.
In this video we will know about the planet Uranus. Uranus is a unique planet in our solar system.
It's the seventh planet from the Sun.
Uranus, classified as an ice giant, along with Neptune. It's primarily composed of water, methane, and ammonia ices. It has a small, rocky core. Its atmosphere is mostly hydrogen and helium, with methane giving it its distinctive blue-green color.
The planet Uranus is named after the Greek god of the sky, Uranus, or Uranus in Latin, and it is the only planet in our solar system named after a Greek god rather than a Roman one.
It was discovered by William Herschel in 1781. It was the first planet discovered with the aid of a telescope.
Uranus is famous for its extreme axial tilt, nearly 90 degrees. This makes it appear to spin on its side. This unusual orientation causes extreme seasonal variations.
Uranus has 27 known moons. It also has a system of faint rings.
The Voyager 2 spacecraft is the only probe to have flown by Uranus in 1986.
In this video we will know about the planet Neptune. Neptune is a distant planet in our solar system.
Neptune is the 8th and farthest known planet from the Sun.
Neptune, classified as an ice giant, most of Neptune's mass is made up of a hot dense fluid of icy materials, water, methane, and ammonia above a small, rocky core. It has a striking blue color, attributed to the presence of methane in its atmosphere.
The planet Neptune is named after the Roman god of the sea, Neptune, who is the Roman equivalent of the Greek god Poseidon.
Neptune's discovery in 1846 was remarkable because it was the first planet located through mathematical predictions.
Neptune is incredibly far from the Sun, and its orbit takes approximately 165 Earth years.
Neptune has a system of rings and numerous moons, with Triton being the largest and most notable.
The only spacecraft to have visited Neptune is NASA's Voyager 2, which flew by in 1989.
Scientists continue to study Neptune using telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope and the James Webb Space Telescope. I hope this information is helpful. In this video we will know about dwarf planets. A dwarf planet is a celestial body that orbits the Sun and is nearly round in shape, but hasn't cleared its orbit of debris. Dwarf planets are smaller than planets and lack the gravitational force to clear their orbits of other objects.
Example: Pluto, Eris, Ceres, Makemake, and Haumea.
Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006 by the International Astronomical Union, IAU. This is because while it orbits the Sun and is round, it hasn't cleared its neighborhood of other debris.
Pluto resides in the Kuiper Belt, a region beyond Neptune populated by icy bodies.
Pluto is about 1,400 miles wide, which is only about half the width of the United States. It has a thin atmosphere, primarily composed of nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Its surface is incredibly cold. Average temperature is -387 degrees Fahrenheit, -232 degrees Celsius.
Pluto's surface is incredibly cold and diverse, with mountains, valleys, plains, and craters.
Pluto has 5 known moons: Charon, its largest, Styx, Nix, Kerberos, and Hydra. Recent analysis of New Horizons data suggests that Pluto may have an ice-spewing supervolcano called Kaladzi caldera. This feature indicates that Pluto may be geologically more active than previously thought, with the potential for relatively recent eruptions of icy material.
Scientists continue to analyze the data from the New Horizons mission, leading to new discoveries and insights into Pluto's geology, atmosphere, and history.
In essence, Pluto is a fascinating and dynamic dwarf planet that continues to surprise us with its complexity.
Makemake has a radius of approximately 444 miles, 715 kilometers. Makemake is 45.8 astronomical units away from the Sun.
Eris's atmosphere collapses and freezes when it's far from the Sun, falling to the surface as snow.
Haumea is an oval-shaped dwarf planet that is one of the fastest rotating large objects in our solar system.
Ceres is the largest object in the main asteroid belt, located between Mars and Jupiter, and was reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006. It's a roughly spherical body of rock and ice, with a diameter of about 950 kilometers, 592 miles. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Encourage me by pressing bell button for future notifications so that we can continue our journey together. God bless you.